candle intro. If I had started candle intro back when I first started YouTube and I still had my P.O. box, candles would be 100% the most common thing I would have received. And I can't say I would be entirely upset with that because I'm already an absolute candle slut. So any kind of candles being sent my way is something that I have no problems with. This is a new thing, isn't it? Me standing up now, me talking while standing. This is, I don't know, so it's something that I've kind of wanted to do. I did it back in the day, right before I started the Bricky 2.0 thing with a Kavera video in Rainbow Six, and I kind of liked it because it gave me more freedom of motion. I guess kind of back up, talk a little bit, walk forward, talk a little bit. There was a lot of talking that was able to be done, and there's a lot more motion. I could express myself more. You know, I had to put something down, but I could express myself more with hand motions, with talk, with backing and forth. If you're sitting down in a chair, you're kind of stagnant, which is good for a Let's Play, but for any kind of discussion or talking, I feel like it's always nice to be standing up. It's one of the reasons I got a standing desk, which is why my cable management in my last video is so bad. Well, it's one of the reasons. I'm bad at that. I need Linus Tech Tips advice for this kind of stuff. Maybe, does he have a video for cable management? I should look to see if he has a video about cable management because I could really use something like that right now. I like the standing desk idea because it allows me to do things where I can be at my desk and talking and showing things to people while standing up. The downside is because I'm 6'3", it's nearly impossible to find a tripod that reaches up high enough, so I don't have to like kind of angle this thing up. Right now, this bad boy is on 3 little pegs that instead of being a solid tripod, it's all teetery like this, and if I give it a tiny little bump, it's a little bit spooky. Anyway, I'm starting to really get moved into the house. Things are feeling a little bit better. But one second, my stupid roommate keeps on sneaking this Sonic the Hedgehog figure into all of my boxes. Like he keeps on finding a way to get Sonic into my house. I'm sick of it. But I wanted to mention a couple things. Number one, the hoodies are back in stock. They were out of stock for a while, and I'm so sorry about that, but they sold way faster than I expected them to. But they're back. The deal is still going on. See what the deal is in the description. I don't want to go over the whole thing right now. But secondly, there is a new thing on the merch store, and it is a scarf. Good old Mama Bricky was like, you know, a Bricky scarf could be pretty neato, especially with the winter coming up and stuff. And so we have a Bricky scarf that, it says Bricky obviously, it's this long scarf that has, it's upside down, isn't it? Yep. That has the face of the main channel and the Big Brick Plays little pixel brick face on the other side too, and it's the same on the other side. These little pink, like fuzzy tassels. I don't know. It was an interesting idea, and I thought it was a pretty fun idea, and so now we have Bricky scarves. But yeah, we got Bricky scarves now, and they're on the merch store right now. I think there's only 100 of them, so you know, get them while you can, and hell yeah. So what's been going on with the world of Bricky? Well, Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers has been fantastic as of lately, and I'm sure a lot of you have been playing Smash Brothers as well. With the exception of the unholy gods that is Pichu, Pikachu, and like Inkling, the game feels surprisingly solid in terms of every character being mostly playable. And that's the thing that I noticed the most, because, you know, I'm a diehard Samus main. I've been a Samus main for like 20 years at this point. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't playing Samus when I was 3, but whenever Smash 64 came out, I've been playing it since then, and that's been quite some time. But as it's just a standard Samus main, you know, Samus really ain't that good right now. She really isn't. Just naturally is not very good in Smash Ultimate, but I still feel like I can be good at her. You know, I still feel like I could use her to a certain extent. It doesn't feel like any character is legit unusable in this game, and I think that's what I like the most about it, is if you want to main your Kirbys, your Samuses, your, to be perfectly honest, Zero Suit Samus did not get a buff. She got nerfed really hard. She ain't bad, but she got nerfed really hard. And any of the other characters that, either got nerfed or just aren't that great right now, Ridley I don't think is that amazing, neither is Incineroar, but Incineroar can kill you at like 45% with one smash attack if he's powered up, so it depends. He's one of the usual like, oh, I'm a big angry Pokemon on the ground, and then you get me off stage and then they die, but that's just Incineroar. That's Incineroar, Chrom, Little Mac, the Belmonts, and the Belmonts. When I saw the Belmonts originally, I thought to myself, these guys are probably going to be really annoying to fight, and turns out, wow, they're really annoying to fight. The good side, though, is that they do get gimped pretty hard if you want to mess up their recovery. You throw them off stage, you can mess their day up pretty hard if you get them off stage, but the hard part is getting them off stage between boomerangs, axes, holy waters, and their godly forward smash. But right now, even though Pichu, Pikachu, Inkling, King K. Rool, Chrom, Roy, Falco, all those like really strong characters right now are definitely taking some hard names in the game, I never feel like I can just not fight them. I mean, granted, maybe I just haven't found the super overpowered thing currently in Ultimate, or have fought somebody who has found that. But fighting these people, especially someone who's really aggressive, because Samus generally has an issue against hyper-aggressive characters. Anyone who just gets in her face really fast. So that's generally your Roy, your Pikachu, and your Chrom. I find myself still being able to hold my own. Now, they are difficult. They are very difficult to fight. Just because Roy's able to run in there at Mach 5, do some short hop neutral air, short hop neutral forward air, and then a forward smash at 50% and kill me. Like, it's terrifying, sure, but I still feel like I can hold my own, whether it comes down to spacing, bombs, missiles, zares, and just kind of keeping them away. And now that Charge Shot does like 35%, now it's a huge looming threat, which is pretty exciting and very impressive. But I find the game so fun because it feels like nothing is really that over-the-top frightening. I feel like, well, a lot of things definitely are, there's scary characters, but there's no Bayonetta of this game. Not yet, at least. Pikachu is really good, don't get me wrong, but I don't feel like it comes to the same level as Meta Knight Brawl, Bayonetta, and 4, at least not yet. For now, they're terrifying, but I don't feel like there's any kind of matchup that I can't win. I feel like every matchup I have the option to win. If I can be better than the enemy player, I can win regardless. And there's a lot of games that, and you can see this especially in games like For Honor, sometimes in Dead by Daylight, because those are the games I play. But you can see this in games like Overwatch and League of Legends every so often too, where, if you're playing, let's go with Overwatch, right? You're playing Zenyatta, and you turn the corner, and Doomfist is around the corner. Well, you basically lost. Like, bye, goodbye. Have a fantastic day, Monk Zenyatta. You're dead. You've died. You lost. Good day, sir. This happens a lot in For Honor. I try to play Lawbringer and then I fight a Conqueror, and it's like, well, I basically have lost this matchup. I just can't do anything about it. And there's a couple other ones that happen, whether it be lane matchups in like League of Legends, or perhaps when you're playing Dead by Daylight and you fight certain perk builds. So if you try to play someone like Freddy, which, don't do that. Don't play Freddy. Unless you just hate yourself, and I mean, hey man, 2018 was the year of depression. But generally, I don't seem like I have those issues. There's a lot of characters in Ultimate. There's a lot of characters. And I'm sure there are certain matchups that just really bode poorly for you. And I mentioned it earlier, rundown characters cause Samus a lot of problems. I mean, let's be honest, Samus ain't good. Like, Samus is not good in Ultimate. I mean, Samus has been low tier in almost every Smash game. But she is definitely not that good this time around. However, I don't feel like I can do nothing. Roy, Chrom, characters like this are extremely strong and terrifying to fight as somebody who tries to keep their distance, but I still feel like I can win. I still feel like I can beat them. And it just is going to be harder, but I feel like I can beat them. And if I had to describe Ultimate, or Smash Ultimate in general, it would be the feeling that you can outplay your opponent. Because they gave you so many tools, whether it be perfect parries, whether it be directional air dodges, whether it be your ability to ledge guard, whether it be any kind of other factor given to you in the game. There's so many base mechanics that have either changed or been added that it really makes fighting other players a lot more fun and a lot more skill-oriented. Because when you add a bunch of things that every character shares, it makes the difference in character a lot more are a lot less important. While they still remain their identity, it makes it a lot less important when you're fighting somebody. A great example of this would be something like Rainbow Six Siege, where Siege, you have characters that counter other characters, yes, but at the end of the day, one pop headshot with any weapon will kill any character. So while sure you have counters, everyone still has a very base mechanic in the game that if you're just good at shooting. If you're just good at shooting in Siege, then you're good. You're fine. You're solid, man. Now, when everyone's on the same playing field, that's when the counters and stuff start coming into play. But in a game like Smash, it's just knowing your fundamentals, especially in Ultimate, is so important that I feel like it really provides so many more options as a player to have not only show your skill, but to survive against any enemy regardless of matchup. And I find that really fun. And the game's been out for like, I don't know, has it been a little bit over a week? I don't quite know how long it's been out, but it feels great. It's fun. It's cool. I'm enjoying it, and I really wanted to talk about it a little bit because of how fun it's been as of recently. I've been doing some streams, fighting some fans with it, playing against my buddies. I'm trying to do some local tournaments. Please, anyone out there, if you know a place or you just know of like a Facebook group or just a group in general, I don't know how to put it all together. I don't use Facebook, but if I have to, I guess I will. That has local tournaments in Orange County. They originally had Mega Smash Mondays over at the Esports Arena in Santa Ana, but they moved that to Long Beach. That's like a 50-minute drive for me, which ain't bad. The Santa Ana one was like 30 minutes. It's still a little bit extra, but I probably will start going to there anyway. But if you know of other local little competitions, whether it be Irvine, San Clemente, Santa Ana as well, or anywhere around there. I mean, there's plenty in LA, but LA's a 2-hour drive because of traffic, and that's maybe a little bit too much. Either way, that kind of stuff, I would love to see if you know of any. And if you do, please tell me either on Twitter or Instagram if you have either of those, whichever one you find more important. And we can go from there. I think I'm going to make a video. Don't know if it's going to be on my main channel or my second channel, but I want to make a video talking about me as a Samus main for so many years and how I feel about her in Ultimate, going a little bit more in depth with the changes. For instance, like the shoulder bash, the power shot changes, missiles, bombs, etc. And a couple of her other abilities like her tilts, her landing lag. And also Dark Samus and Zero Suit Samus as well, because they're all kind of connected in their own way. Zero Suit's a little bit different. A lot different, actually. But I do like playing Zero Suit because it is kind of fun to be fast sometimes, you know? It is cool to be fast. But with that, I want to go ahead and leave it up to you, and I want to ask you a couple things. Number 1, who's your main? Number 2, why do you main them? And number 3, what character gives you the hardest time with? All right, the hardest difficulty. For me, Samus, why? I enjoy the character, I like the aesthetic, I like the zoning kind of back and forth of the character, but I like the amount of kill moves she has, how you can kill someone with up tilt, down tilt, side tilt, all your smash attacks, power shot, even power missile can kill if you're good enough with it. Actually, every aerial can kill someone depending on the percentages. There's so many kill options with Samus, and the person that gives me those problem, I'm a Marth hater until I die. I will despise Marth until the end of time. However, at the current moment, I'm definitely finding my hardest difficulty fighting Roy and Chrom. Not only because they're good, but because they just get in your face and they won't let go. And it's pretty terrifying. And they kill me at like 50% on a ledge forward smash. They're intense. Anywho, thank you for watching this video, everyone. If you want, check out those scarves in the description, in the merch store, brickymerch.com. There's only a couple so far. I might get more eventually, but it is Christmas and stuff, and so at the moment I have 100, but if I get more later on, awesome. Hoodies are back in stock, black and white, and I will check you all later. Bye-bye.